What will be the next plan actually? It is PPM implementation first, or it is some expense we can consider PPM first, rhythm first, or reimbursement first. That's why permanent pacemaker first, plus electric PCI, or complete reimbursement first, then PPM on later date, reimbursement only early, or PPM on later date, or complete reimbursement, or wait for the rhythm either this produce recovery or not. What option you should adopt? I think number four, I think from the fellows, any comment? Which option we should prefer in this particular case? Yes.
If we go to public university, and then we should wait for rhythm correction for certain date in 5 to 10 days. If rhythm is corrected automatically, then it's okay. If rhythm is not corrected, then we can go for permanent listening.
Any comment? This is very
For replacing, I go for revascularization, wake up, and watch.
right. Very fantastic. These only PPM done, and you should go for complete resuscitation first. Then you should wait for at least few days. Whether the ischemia, if you treat the ischemia first, if ischemia resolve itself, then it might improve clinically as well as electrically. So we should wait at least 2 days. So let's see what we did actually. What is the recommendation? Complete process, incomplete process. In this our particular case, it is actually 2-week recommendation. What we will go for complete resuscitation. Some extent it may be go for infant artery, and you can go for CABG, if CABG in the later date, it is 2A. And if in that particular case, it is 2-week recommendation according to the guideline. I told you in the morning that is not a guideline, but you should treat your patient best. What is the best option you should treat accordingly. Now, how we did it? If you look at this, we treated first LAD as Dr. Mahmoud was said dissected. Then, and I just this is the LAD patient, then just mix it up by LAD. Then we go for LCS. The LCS, then we mix it up. Then we go for RCA. Eventually, all of these joints complete hospitalization. So we do complete hospitalization. Now, question is that what is the recommendation for the cardiac patient regarding this particular patient? But following PCI, complete reverse patient didn't come back, resolve to complete heart attack. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. We wait till 6 days, then we consider for permanent patient, so we did it. So, what is the now question on that for integrated therapy? That STMI, non-STMI, you should go for at least 1 year dual integrated therapy, but regarding hospital implantation, complete resuscitation, if you consider it. Less than 1 month, it is a high risk of thrombosis, so you should consider it. And second thing, it is the first time implantation of pacemaker, it's a low risk, low bleeding risk, so you have to compromise. It's low bleeding risk and high thrombotic. So how should you treat? How should you decide your integrated therapy? So it is, you should balance yourself, so there is a recommendation from your safety dual integrated. So I think I don't go for the second case because we have time short. Our primary goal in practice MI, primary PCI, definitely it is not possible to control in this two cells of my body. Because the time means muscle, muscle means unit means muscle. So we have to study microgram as soon as possible, as much as possible, as maximum as possible. So whatever the option you have, you should use one option. Plan A, then you go for plan B, if you plan B, go for plan C. So primary PCI is not possible, thrombolysis is not possible, thrombolysis, whatever you can. So my take-home message, how we can compromise STMI care in Bangladesh, addressing the knowledge gap, especially reperfusion strategy, time limitation of primary PCI, COVID give us a significant insight, even you can go for primary PCI strategy, even in today, there is some China study showed 150 minutes also to get better result. Challenge and unanswered question in STMI should be addressed, and when primary PCI cannot be done in timely fashion, pharmacology is also an effective alternative option. Thank you very much. I think I should stop here. Thank you very much.
If there is any question from the audience, please. Oh, sir. Okay, I'll listen, sir. You can. If you're making a comment or any question, please, sir.
What is Dr. Arjun saying that in our country, just like PCI migration is not possible, and that hormonal medicine therapy is good for good option in our country. And the price of extending a permanent pacemaker, what he has done, we are happy with the same. Thank you.
Yeah, coming back to complete or incomplete revascularization culprit, I think, of course, complete revascularization will give some advance on the patient. What is it? The question is when to do it, sitting or stage. And I think now data coming out from analysis of these studies saying that stage within 40 days will be much better than doing that in the same sitting. Unless for very simple lesions that the good vessel disease, very simple, quick, loop, otherwise it's much better to stage. FFR is not to use in this context.
Yes, what Dr. Sivan says, yes, complete trial shows. Question is whether you go for an index hospitalization or in lateral arm. You can go complete reversal up to 42 days. If possible, in our setting, especially in Bangladesh or low income country, people like that, in our Middle Asian people country, if possible, can go for single sitting. I think that will reduce the cost. If possible, if not possible, you definitely go for stage within the 42 days of complete restoration. That is the definition of the complete trials. So according to complete trial, you will definitely go. It is the sole discussion of the operators actually. You should. He is the best class with the judge's discretion. What is the hemodynamics? What is the clinical scenario? What he predict the outcomes? Then he can take a decision. I think they are the credibility of the operators can take a decision on the basis of the evidence, complete trial as well. It is not mandatory you have to do or single sit. You can go up stage and you are before discharge. 6 days. Guidelines says you can wait, especially in MRI, up to 5 days you can wait.
Yeah, the classical is.
Yes, it is in case of MRI, STMI. So it is clearly written. I can show you this slide. Maybe, definitely, maybe. Now question is how long you put the patient in bedside. The patient should be ambulant.
Yeah.
So you have to balance actually, whether you go for early or late. If you wish to patient sit down in the bed for 2 weeks, it may be possible because it may anesthesia cost, hospital cost.
Actually, Dr. Rajan, there's the problem that the first case was very challenging actually. As it's very
Not because challenging, but decision is challenging. Decision is challenging.
it's not only easy regarding pacemaker implantation and PCI. It was very difficult to keep the patient on TPM after PCI. And another thing, you have to hold the antiplatelets after putting 3 stents. It is very risky to hold the 3 dual antiplatelets. So it's very critical. Dr. Jamil Bhai যেটা বলেছেন, usually we keep it for 2 weeks, and most of the cases it comes back to normal rhythm.
Sir, it is especially in inferior MI, almost all the patients come in the settings of inferior MI. It is class 1 indication of placing. No doubt about this, but question is that how long you should stay. At least you should stay 5 days. At least you should 5 days. You can stay even more, no problem at all. But question is that how long you can lie down the patient in the hospitals. That is the question.
Any comment from Dr. Kaiser?
Status of the patient. If the patient remains stable, even with below 50 heart rate, with complete heart block, you can observe.
Any comment
Ask the
from
patient,
Dr. Kaiser?
don't go for exertion.
Dr. Kaiser?
One point I can comment. Thank you, sir, for nice presentation. If any previous history, if patient has a chance of developing heart block, I mean history suggestive of any changes in the ECG, who is high chance of high degree of heart block, then we can go earlier. Number one. Number two, doing the stage or complete, if the patient's angiogram shows very much complex one, then it's better to go in stage 1. If it is a simple one, not complex, very much complex, then we can go complete devascularization in the same system. Thank you.
So that's good, actually. So thank you very much. I think Dr. Azam had a very good lecture. Any
Kaiser,
other
say
comments?
something.
So in the United States, we have a screw-in lead. We can actually put in a screw-in lead, and it is not a permanent pacemaker. The box is outside, and the patient can walk around, go home for 2 weeks and come back. So I don't think that we need to keep the patient flat on bed, but the screw-in lead might cost a little bit more than a temporary one. So I think 2 weeks for a right coronary artery, which is giving, or anything that is giving an AV nodal branch. Otherwise, the anterior wall MI, if the patient has complete heart block after 5 days, is reasonable to do a TPA. Not many people have the screw-in lead available in many countries. Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr. Azam.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor M.G. Azam, for your nice presentation. Now it requires Dr. Nasser Khan approach to use thrombus by STMI. Very, very important session, and everybody enjoy the session, I hope.
First of all, thank you very much, Professor Azam and the entire team for inviting me here. I grew up in the city of Dhaka. I went to Dhaka Medical College, although I've been in the United States for the last 28 years, I'm sorry, 22 years. But it's always wonderful to be back in my country. With that, I'm going to start. I know we are already behind. I'm going to take more than 10 minutes, I promise. One thing I would like to mention before I start my talk is that going back to Azam's case, the guideline may say 2 weeks or whatever. For all practical reasons, if this were my patient, I would not keep the patient more than 5 days with temporary pacemaker. I would send him home with permanent pacemaker. I would back him up, of course. Now, going to the talk, it's my approach to huge thrombus burden in STEMI. I will try to keep it very simple and practical, and my real audience is going to be the younger physicians. I probably would want to learn from the experts, but I really want to give a very simple message to the fellows and the early career in training physicians. So, if any of you answer my questions, be interactive, that would be wonderful. Next up, okay, I have no disclosures. So let's start with this. You are on the primary PCI team, you're on call. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you have a 65-year-old patient who develops chest pain and has history of hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and smoking. And the ECG shows this. You obviously can see the inferior STEMI. And you take it to the cath lab with your entire team, and you see this. So, anybody, any younger physicians, what would be your first thing to do? Anyone? How do you want to approach this? Inferior STEMI, you really want to get done with the case, go back home and get some sleep. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Any volunteers? Sami, what would you do? Sorry, I had to put them in.
Is this a case of private decision?
Yes.
I'll do the case. I will do the wait first. And if I get the landing zone, the distal landing zone, then I will put the stent rating. If I don't have a distal landing zone, I will prefer to go for the aspiration.
Hold on a second. So you put the wire first,
Yeah.
right? And then what's the next thing you do?
Next thing, if I get a distal landing zone, if there is no distal landing zone,
No. So the wire goes in, okay? So the wire goes to the distal, the wire goes in nicely.
if I get the distal landing zone, where I mean, how can I adjust the length of the stent?
No. You're not talking, so the wire goes in, okay? The distal